this message follows on from yesterday's card in the car. I love how it just flows straight from the last message. So if you haven't watched yesterday's card in the car reading, go and watch that first because this carries on, okay? So the first card we have for today, the 21st of February, I'm trying to think of the date then, 21st of February, is harmony. So it was pointing towards me, and so there is inner harmony, inner calm. So the message, the last message that we had from yesterday's reading was calm. So we went from chaos to calm, and then this carries on saying about inner harmony. So balance, harmony, calm, that is where you'll need to start from. So if you were thinking of taking action on something, changing something up in your life, creating a positive outcome of some kind, fulfilling any goals, you need to start from this calm, centered place. Okay, so if you're not feeling that right now, do not start a new project. Do not try to achieve your goals. Do not take action on something just yet, because you need to make sure you start from this card first, this energy first, okay? So you need to get yourself into a balance, into a calm state, a calm foundation. That is crucial to starting anything new, because if you start from a different place, so like from a chaotic place, from a place of imbalance, it's only going to end up in tears basically. So you know, you need a firm foundation. You can't build a house on sand. You need to build a house on rocks and, you know, a steady foundation. The next card we have, which I'm going to cover up because there are some nude things there is some nudity on this card, so I'm going to cover that up just in case any of the platforms don't allow it. And that is freedom. So I'm not going to hold this up too long. That is freedom. Okay, so once you get yourself into that calm, harmonious state, you start to feel a sense of freedom within. Okay, you start to feel more space within you, and what that does is that creates a voice within you, and you can start hearing that voice clearer. So that will then guide you to where to go next. So if you've been a bit unsure of where to go, you're stuck, you just have no idea, you've got no clarity on what to do in your life, you need to create that calm foundation first, because that settles your nervous system, that settles your inner self, and creates that space for that voice to be heard, that intuition, that gut, that heart voice, right? That creates that space so you can hear it and you can take the action of what it tells you to do, okay? The next card, which follows on perfectly, is the masculine. So this is all about masculine energy. It's all about taking action, making those steps, going in a direction, making decisions, just getting that clarity and making the, like, taking the I want to say, I've said taking those steps, but I'm getting the word like movement or motivation. It just gets you into that forward moving energy. Okay, so this is after the calm, after you've heard yourself, you really listen to what's going on and what your body's telling you, what your heart is telling you to do. And then once you get that direction, you can move forward, you can take those steps, you can take that action. Okay, and then finally, the last card we have is acceptance. And I think this is the full cycle, right? This is the acceptance of not only where you're at now after you've done all those things, but where you've been and the journey that you've taken to that point, because you can then clearly look back and you can see the reasons why you've had to go the way you've gone, the reasons why things happened in a certain way, the reasons why there was chaos and conflict to start with. You can look back and go, I have that clarity now of why it needed to be this way. Now, you might not be in that place right now. You might be in that place of chaos and, you know, uncertainty and stuckness and all of that. But when you get to this place, you have full acceptance of your journey. So very, very, I love this message today. Very good cards. I hope it gives you some reassurance, some hope, some faith in your journey. But do take those steps. Make sure you start from that calm, centered place. So what can you do to get yourself into that calm state? What do you need to do for yourself? What steps to inner calm, self-love? It always sounds really cliche, doesn't it? Self-love. But you know, what do you need to do to look after yourself better, to get yourself into a better state of calm and peace and relaxation and taking care of yourself and better well-being? What do you need to do? Make that step first, and then everything else will hopefully open up for you. Okay, so I hope that supports you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.